Welcome back to the Montana State Bobcat Dynasty on NCAA Football 06. There's only one guy left we're pursuing in season recruiting here, and it's tackle Corey Johnson. We are currently on top of his list, and he has already given us a soft verbal. Hopefully we can land him as well, along with the other tackle we've gotten and the quarterback. Today we're going to be squaring off against the Sacramento State Hornets. They are a decent team. They have two running backs there, over 400 yards as you saw. They have Brian Bryant at wide receiver. He's pushing 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns. Williams also has 10 receiving touchdowns, so they got some pretty solid weapons here for their quarterback at Derek Smith, who, as we saw his stats first, putting together a pretty solid season, I'd have to say. 16 TFLs for John Johnson, Charles Sullivan, 19 TFLs for him. Cup leads the team in interceptions with 3, and then Dodd has himself 2. James Green is still suspended going into this game, which means that our linebacker Jimmy Kent, one of the many freshman linebackers on this Bobcat squad, he's going to be getting another start in today's game. He led the team in tackles last week, and we'll have to see what he can do for us today. Here come the teams out onto the field as we are in sunny California. Definitely a big change from what we had to deal with last week. It wasn't really snowy in Montana, but it was cold. Somehow we have not had a snow game in Montana throughout this entire series. The only snow game we had was that bowl game. I think it was in Boise State or something like that. I don't know how we have not gotten a snow game yet, but somehow we haven't, and we're definitely not going to get one here in California. Here are the Hornets on offense. Running the football on second down is Dan Parker. He's not going anywhere. Now Derek Smith on third down. A wildly inaccurate throw. That's going to be a 3-and-out for the Hornets. Here's Larry Stevens and the offense. The pass on first down. It's going to be dropped for Larry Lane. Kind of a tough catch, but it still bounced right off of his hands. Now an option play. One of those, we had an option play go terribly wrong for us last week, but this one works out for a gain of 6. Here's a high snap for third down. Stevens moves to his left, and now it's his turn to throw an inaccurate pass on third down, and now we're the ones going 3-and-out. Here's a toss to the right for Bryant, and they're not going to get anything off there. Perfect time to send the blitz with Marcus Kirkpatrick. Now on second down and long, intercepted! Brett Garrett comes up with the INT, a very similar pick to what happened with Brock Eugene a couple of weeks ago. Maybe that was last week's game, where he just had the ball thrown directly to him just sitting there on the curl route. So some great offensive field position, but Bruce White, rather. I was going to call him Derek for some reason, but Bruce White gets in there, stops us on first down, but then on second down, a strike to Curtis Brown gets the Bobcats into the end zone. A beautiful throw there from Larry Stevens, finding the hole in the zone. It was a pretty tight window too, and then Brown leaning right over the plane there, barely getting the ball in the end zone for the score. Here's a throw on the move for Bryant, and now that he lost the football, it's on the ground, and Whitaker picks it up. That's going to be another turnover in our favor now. First, we get the fumble, or the interception, rather, from Brett Garrett, and now he forces the fumble on this play. Cameron Whitaker recovers it, and once again, MSU is gifted with some great field position. Vince Robinson, you may have noticed, is now an impact player. This is going to be his first game as that, and that's a pretty solid run there. Stevens looking to pass on the new set of downs, and this one's going to be dropped. Anderson couldn't hang on to it. Here's a run by Robinson on second down with some open space to the right side, and he's going to get brought down after he picks up a first 3 carries for 33 yards already. Stevens stepping up here, and his pass is going to be tipped by the linebacker. Now on second down, Montana State looks to throw again, and once again, Stevens is going down. It's Bruce White coming in just completely unblocked there. Third down and long for Montana State. Now Stevens fires to the end zone. Another touchdown for Curtis Brown. Both times Bruce White gets a sack. The next play is going to be a touchdown to Curtis Williams. You know what? I'm liking this trend if it's going to be, going on a lot in today's game. Kind of just interesting, I guess, having back-to-back plays there. Beautiful throw to Curtis Brown on both of those plays to get him into the end zone. And then that's something we haven't seen in a while in this series, something that plagued us very early on. Those kickoffs that go out of bounds, they're going to start off this next drive with some great field position, and they are taking full advantage of it. Dan Parker inside of the 10-yard line where he finally gets brought down. That long run's going to set up goal to go for the Hornets, and Parker's going to finish the job untouched in the end zone for 6, and they are very quickly going to pull back within 7. Out of the I formation, Robinson's going to bounce this one to the outside. Some solid blocking there. He tries making a move. It doesn't really work, but he still gets all the way out to the 50-yard line. Over 20 yards on that first down carry, and you can probably see why he's an impact player. I was kind of surprised when I first noticed he had the little impact thingy, but he's been making an impact so far in today's game. He's going to get a breather on this new set of downs, and Manigat's going to be going backwards. Stevens moving to his left. He's going to throw out the last second for Lane, turning it upfield, makes a move, but then gets tripped up by the same guy at about the 10-yard line. Larry Stevens improvising again, and is working out for him more often than not during this final stretch of the season. Goal to go, Montana State. Stevens fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ben Collins, the underutilized tight end, gets into the end zone for the 3rd time this season. That's only like his 6th or 7th catch, though. That's why I say he's pretty underutilized. Very athletic tight end that we definitely got to try to use more. So the Hornets quickly back out here on offense. Peoples, the fullback, makes that reception and picks up a gain of 9. Here's a handoff to Parker. Nope, it's actually a play fake. Even I was fooled there. It's going to be caught by Bryant. Their leading receiver is going to pick up a first down. On second down, this is going to be a toss play to the left. Dan Parker has an edge and runs out of space. Otherwise, he could have broke off a huge run. They're going to give the football to the fullback on this next carry. Now he's going to run a man over and picks up a gain of 5. Now on 3rd down and 3, they're going to come out in a goal line formation. The fullback with the carry, and Peoples is going to be denied first down yardage. 4th down and 1. Mario Harris with the big-time tackle there. That's going to force a Sacramento State punt. They do pin the Bobcats pretty far back in their own territory. Here's an attempted screen to Vince Robinson, but it blows up right in our face. And with that, we're kind of just content taking this to halftime right now with a 14-point lead. But with that timeout called, we're going to try to do something here on 3rd down. Stevens moving to his left and fires over the middle. He's got Aaron Martin turning it upfield. Sacramento State's giving chase. He's into their territory. Finally caught from behind, but not until he gets out to the 32-yard line. Over 60 yards on that completion, and the Hornets made a big mistake calling that 3rd down timeout. Stevens throws the end zone, looking for Martin again, but just a little bit over his head. 2nd and 10 for Montana State. Stevens moving to his left, trying to stop and throw, but they're going to rule that a fumble. Sullivan recovers it for the Hornets, and that is going to be our first turnover today. I thought Larry Lane was breaking open. In fact, he was, but the pressure forces a fumble. So we get the big play there to Aaron Martin, but unfortunately we cannot capitalize on it, and now Sacramento State might get the drive they wanted earlier. This throw to the left side, it's going to be caught by Bryant, another 10 yards for him. Inside of the red zone now, play fake, Smith moving to his left, stopping and throwing to the end zone, caught by Bryant, and they're going to rule him at the 1-yard line. Goal to go, Sacramento State, and they're just going to hand it off to Dan Parker. Easy touchdown there as they once again pull within 1 score. The Bobcats are just going to try to take it to half once again, but we're not going to do that without getting a huge run. Tyrone Manigat, he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Montana State. Just trying to bleed the clock out here, but the Bobcats knew Tyrone Manigat with that speed, if something does break open, he can take it the distance, and that's what he does there. 80-yard touchdown gives us the 14-point advantage at the break. And we're also going to get the football to start off the second half. We're going to start off by going deep for Lane. He's going to bring it in, and our offense is pretty unstoppable, it feels like, at this point. Other than that one bad fumble, I mean, we haven't done a whole lot wrong today. Here's a direct snap to Vince Robinson. He's going to pick up a gain of 3. Now Stevens dropping back to throw, flush to his right here. He's going to throw to the end zone, and very well defended on Ben Collins. MSU is faced with a 3rd down now. Moving to his left is Stevens. He's going to run for it. He's going to fight for it. And he's got it, breaking the first tackle there, setting up goal to go. Stevens pressured here, throws on the move. In and out of the hands of Larry Lane, who could have very well had a touchdown. Second down and goal. Now quick slants here, throwing to the end zone, and another drop, this time Curtis Brown. Third and goal for the Bobcats. Play fake. Stevens moving to his right. He's going to throw on the move, and he gets it to Martin Anderson for the touchdown, threading the needle. Another 4-touchdown game for Larry Stevens, and he still has plenty of time to make it 5, 6, heck, maybe even 7 if the offense keeps rolling like it is right now. Sacramento State finding themselves in a little bit of a hole now. Dan Parker right up the middle, though. He's actually having a pretty solid day running the football, but they haven't always turned that into points. Here's another big run by Dan Parker, and he's going to get brought down just shy of the 50 by Jimmy Kent. At the 49, Parker rolling to his right, throwing it back to his quarterback, Smith, and he's going to pick up just a yard. Maybe it was closer to 3 yards there, actually. I guess maybe I am not good at judging distance. In fact, I know I'm not. Now, here's another run by Dan Parker to the right side. He stiff-armed a man and gets out to the 30. Sacramento State trying to put together a scoring drive here, and Smith is going to be denied on the scramble, brought down for a loss of 1. Now Derek Smith throws to the right side. Somehow he's able to get it out to Fry despite Kevin Orts being all over him. That's actually 9 consecutive completions for Smith now. He's not going to get it to 10, though, as he throws another inaccurate pass. 4th down and 4, bring out the field goal unit. This is going to be from 41 yards, and he hooked it to the left. The kick is no good. It's going to remain the same score, 35-14. And Vince Robinson's looking to make the deficit even bigger. 1 play drive. Robinson takes it all the way. The new impact player having a huge impact on today's game. His biggest run so far, making the 2 safeties miss. And once he got past them, there was nobody left to try to get him. They're not going to catch him from behind, and he's in the end zone. 42-14 now. They're going to try this trick play again, and it's going to go even worse than last time. It's going to be ruled a fumble and a loss of 5. 3rd down and long for the Hornets. Moyer brings this one in, shy of the sticks though, and the Hornets have to punt. Nearing the end of the quarter, and we're looking to just extend our lead even more at this point. Kind of just padding the stats as the results of the game looks like it's going to be a Bobcat victory so far, unless we have the choke of the century. Nice run there by Vince Robinson. Over 150 yards for him on the ground so far today. Now Stevens going for touchdown number 5, and he's got it. Another connection to Curtis Brown, and this one maybe the most impressive of them all, getting him to the back corner of the end zone there. Our defense would get some nice stops. The backups are now in the game for both teams. And we're going to tack on a late 50-yard field goal. Solid kick there by Jason McMillan. That's going to be the 2nd time we've put up 50 on a team so far this season. Man, ever since the Bobcats started their in-conference play after that shaky 1-3 start, we have been rolling. I believe that makes it a 7-game win streak now. And I don't think anyone's going to be catching us inside of the Big Sky Conference. The next best teams are all sitting around 500 right now, pretty mediocre. A third 5-touchdown game for Larry Stevens, over 250 yards in this one. Completion percentage 55%, which, you know, from what we've seen from Stevens in the past, that's pretty good. A $159 on just 9 carries there for Vince Robinson. He also ran one into the end zone, and then Tyron Manigat with his 80-yard touchdown. 4 for 83 and 3 touchdowns for Curtis Brown. No touchdowns for Larry Lane, but he did have some good yardage there. Martin Anderson had a touchdown, as did Ben Collins. The offensive line played superb today, whether it was run blocking or pass blocking. Once again, Jimmy Kent led the team in tackles. No sacks, but Brett Garrett did get himself an INT. And with that impressive play, Corey Johnson has committed to Montana State, getting some good offensive line depth. And that's going to be another Offensive Player of the Week inside of the Big Sky Conference there for Larry Stevens. Looking at some other games inside of the conference this week, Northern Arizona is going to fall to North Carolina here, 31-24 in overtime. A pretty close game there. NAU almost able to pull off the upset. Idaho's going to defeat Eastern Washington. And then finally, the Grizzlies are going to lose to Portland State. Both teams are 4-6. And that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, that'd be awesome if you left a like. But until next time, this has been Jeffrey, reminding you to stay moist.